Okay, yes, I ordered the Tesla Model Y. Here's what happened. Hey there, I'm Willie Joe, and many of you know me as the guy who ordered a 2022 Mustang Mach-E Select Trim in March of 2022. It is officially January of 2023, and I still do not have my car. If you take a look at my order status page on Ford.com's website, you'll see that my order delivery window has been extended through January 22, 2023. So what's another few days after waiting 9+ months? And if you have been hiding under a rock, Tesla has dropped their prices from 5 to 15% across all of their vehicles. And as you may know, I am a budget consumer. I am definitely not a luxury consumer. I am not looking for the six-figure vehicle, the most rarest vehicle. I am looking for an EV vehicle to help save on my daily expenses, but also for a great value. So with that being said, I've been following Doug DeMuro as well as Ryan Shaw all about their updates on Tesla's price decreases. You can watch these two videos here. I'm not going to cover the Tesla price cuts, why they're happening, what they are. You can take a look at these two videos to find more details there, but short story is that Tesla's prices have become a lot more affordable compared to what they were a week ago. But that does not mean I am no longer covering the Ford Mustang Mach-E. I still have my order in place for the Ford Mustang Mach-E, and I want to see what that delivery experience feels like. But if I do decide to cancel my Ford Mustang Mach-E order, you will see me reviewing a Mustang Mach-E on this channel. I'd love to reach out to all of you on my channel to see if there is a Mustang Mach-E you'd be welcoming me to review, and I will also go on the Turo website to find a local Ford Mustang Mach-E because I really want to drive that car, give my feedback on how it drives, what it's like to have that as a daily driver, and I want to share that feedback with all of you. But if we just look at the numbers, it just makes sense to go with a Tesla Model Y right now. Here's a chart showing why I decided to go with a Tesla Model Y. The Tesla Model Y has several benefits over the Ford Mustang Mach-E that I'm really looking forward to. First off is the technology. As many of you know, EV vehicles are starting to become technology products, not just a vehicle to get you from A to B, but also a nice opportunity to experience edge-cutting technology. And I was really looking forward to that in the Ford Mustang Mach-E, but unfortunately my 2022 Select trim was upgraded to a 2023 Select trim and the comfort and technology package was removed. So no longer am I receiving the heated seats, no longer am I receiving the power liftgate, which are two features that my wife was really looking forward to. So those same features on a Tesla Model Y are standard, so I'm really looking forward to that on the Tesla Model Y. Another reason that the Tesla Model Y makes more sense right now is the range. With the Tesla Model Y that I've spec'd out, it's estimated to get about 320 miles on a full charge of battery, whereas the Ford Mustang Mach-E is quoting around 250 miles on a full charge. I do understand that Tesla often overestimates the range and Ford often underestimates it, but I do think that 70-mile difference is significant, especially if I'm going on road trips and I don't want to use a supercharger. Which brings me to my next point, which is the supercharger network. Right now, I do believe that Electrify America and all non-Tesla chargers are going to expand their reach, but for the moment, superchargers are everywhere, especially where I live in California. So having access to that supercharger network, while I didn't use it significantly when I owned a Tesla Model 3 2-3 years ago, it is nice to have that extra security blanket of having a supercharger network in my area. Last but not least is the software, and having owned a Tesla Model 3, I can say that my experience with the software was great. Not only am I getting Sentry mode, which I think is super valuable to having a security camera on my vehicle, but also Tesla's just had more years being able to fine-tune their vehicle, able to work through kinks and make the user interface more accessible. While I do acknowledge that Ford does have power upgrades to provide software over-the-air updates, there are two things that are causing me concern. One is the speed of the software and the UI on the Ford Mustang Mach-E, and the second is the frequency of power upgrades. Ford is still getting their feet under them to build out a robust, top-of-the-line software engineering team, course, Tesla's had a significant head start and has been able to fine-tune bugs, and especially with a vehicle that has my life at stake, I think it makes more sense to trust the company that has been able to fine-tune a lot of those software and UI bugs. But I am still excited about the Ford Mustang Mach-E. More specifically, two things really stand out for the Ford Mustang Mach-E compared to the Tesla Model Y. First is the styling. I think the Tesla Model Y looks like a big egg, whereas the Ford Mustang Mach-E looks more aggressive, more sporty, more my style. Second is the driving experience. I've read so many reviews about how driving and handling on the Mustang Mach-E is such a more enjoyable experience. Obviously, I will be able to verify that once I get my hands on a Mustang Mach-E, but those two reasons alone are not enough for me to not even consider a Tesla Model Y and go with just the Mustang Mach-E. And I get it, some people want no affiliation with a car that is designed and put together by Elon Musk, but personally I am a value budget consumer. I want the best bang for my buck, and with everything I've listed about the Tesla Model Y compared to the Mustang Mach-E, for me it just makes sense to go with a Tesla Model Y. But I am interested to hear how the non-Tesla EV makers respond to Tesla's price cuts. I would expect companies like Ford, Kia, Hyundai to drop the prices on their EVs significantly because of what Tesla has done, but also just with the market, with people not racing to buy the newest car on the lot. So with that being said, I am interested to see how many people potentially cancel their pre-order, cancel being waitlisted, and automakers potentially dropping down the prices to keep that demand going. So we'll see what that looks like in the next few days. If we do get an announcement from Ford that they are going to drop prices, that may pique my interest. But right now, for the best bang for my buck, I do think the Tesla Model Y is probably the better bet. Those are going to be my thoughts on me ordering a Tesla Model Y and potentially canceling my order for the Ford Mustang Mach-E. Like I mentioned, I still will be driving and experiencing a Mustang Mach-E and showing that experience to all of you, but for right now, I am heavily leaning towards ordering and only ordering the Tesla Model Y. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I know a lot of you are very passionate and only following my channel because I am reporting on the Ford Mustang Mach-E. So I'd love to hear all of your feedback. Again, for me, I am a budget value customer. For me, what does my dollar get me? And it seems like the Tesla Model Y gets me a lot more compared to the Ford Mustang Mach-E. And all of this is because of the federal tax credit that has been given to EV automakers. A lot of this is going to change from January to March, when March is when they start putting into effect the battery composition rules. You can see my other video where I reported more information about that. So the automakers are all responding to this and trying to grab as much market share as possible while keeping up demand. So we'll see how all of this shakes out across non-Tesla EV automakers, but Tesla has made a bold first step, and personally it's one that I could potentially get behind. Let me know your thoughts on my decision to order a Tesla Model Y. As I mentioned earlier, I will still be driving and reviewing a Ford Mustang Mach-E, sharing my experience with all of you. But for me personally, and to make it my daily driver, the Tesla Model Y makes the most sense. So please leave your feedback, leave your comments down below in the comment section. I would love to hear all of your thoughts. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.